All right, so yours to fill in the marginal utility column right here. Now, this is backwards from how we did it when I described it in class, right? So in class, I had students tell me what the marginal utility is because they rated each individual Oreo or whatever peanut butter cup. But now, I'm having you look at the total utility, and you got to work backwards here. So when we went from having no cookies to one cookie, we went from getting 0 utility to 15. So the marginal utility here is 15. Now, the second one here, we went from 1 to 2, so we went from 15 to 25. So this second cookie added 10 utils, not 25, because 25 is the total of eating the second and first cookie. Now, I would point out you can't get 25 utils of total utility unless you've eaten the first and the second. This is not just the utility for the second. The second is 10. Okay, I'll do one more. I'm going to pause it, and then you're going to do the rest if you haven't done them already. Okay, so then we go 25 to 31 for the third cookie. That looks like it is 6. And the test here is that you should see the marginal utility shrinking as you go down. That's what we would expect. That's the law of diminishing marginal returns, or marginal utility. What I would like you to do is, if you have not finished this, if you need a little help there to get yourself kick-started, go try and finish the rest of them, okay? Go do that right now. I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Let me have one more drink of water. So this is what they should look like, I believe. So I just counted from each total utility and subtracted it from the next one here. I suppose it's a good point to recognize here. Marginal utility is you divide total utility divided by, let me say it again. Marginal utility is actually the change in your total utility over your change in quantity. So I suppose this would be a situation where you'd have to be careful, and I don't think they normally do this, but you'd have to be kind of careful about what the change in the quantity was. But for the most part, it's in units of 1 because they want you to determine the best combination of cookies and soda, or whatever the two products are, apples and pears, whatever. But now this isn't enough, because when you're trying to find maximum utility, when you're trying to maximize utility, oh shoot, I took it down. You want to try to get the biggest bang for your buck. That's what we're really looking for here. So here, I wrote it up here. Maximum utility, bang for your buck. That's what we want to do. We're trying to get the biggest bang for our buck. Now, the way we do that, so what you have to do now is you have to do what's called marginal utility per dollar. That's what this MU, marginal utility per dollar. So how you're going to write this, what you're going to do is you're going to take 15 and you divide it by 4. Because this is $4 for the cookie here. So what you're trying to calculate now is how much did each of these marginal utility, let me say that again. How much did $1, how much marginal utility did it purchase? Okay? Did it purchase a lot, or did it purchase very little? So 15 divided by 4, and then you go equals 15 divided by 4. What is that? 3.5 maybe? Let me check it. You check it too. 3.75, sorry. Okay, so you're going to go down, you're going to take your marginal utility, you're going to divide it by 4. Now here, you're going to have to use a calculator because my numbers don't work out perfectly. On the test though, what do you know? You know you cannot use a calculator. So you do the best you can, or do the best you can, what am I saying? You know that they're going to give you simple numbers, alright? So maybe they'll give you a 0.5, but they're probably not going to give you a 3.75 in all likelihood. They're probably going to be very round numbers. So if you switch over here for a second, let's do this first one over here together before I set you free. My apologies. Before I set you free. So here we've got a marginal utility of 12. We're going to divide by, how much does the soda cost? The instinct is to divide by the quantity. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to figure out how much utility a dollar gets us when we buy the soda. So 12 divided by 2, that equals 6. So here, every dollar for the soda that you pay, gets you 6 utils of happiness, 6 marginal utility units. And if you compared this one to this one, you would notice $1 for the cookie only gets you 3 1/4 or 3 3/4 utils. So yes, you get 15 utils for that first cookie, but it cost you $4. Over here you get 12 utils, but it only cost you $2. So this is a little bit more bang for your buck here. Here's what I would like you to do now. Go fill in the rest of this chart and then check back with me, okay?